perfect shot.
Hello everyone, welcome to Juan Golf Class. Thanks a lot to all the people watching again. Freddy, James, David, John, and all of you guys, and also C. Kelly. Thanks a lot for being here. We have a new tournament next week. It's the Club Oceania Tournament. We will not be having new holes, but anyway, I think it will be a very interesting tournament next week. Today I will give you my overview, walkthrough, and also some tips for the holes in the upcoming tournament. Thanks a lot, team, also for being there. So let's go. The holes, not new holes, but the holes in the tournament. I have a picture of every hole to give you some tips later, but as you can see, we have a mix of different courses, Namhae Cliffs, Gokasho Bay, and also the Oasis. So it will be tough for us to get our old notes and put them together for the new tournament, and also it will be tough as well to practice for the upcoming tournament. So when I will be later explaining and give you some tips for the holes, you can also make any question in the chat. I would like also to know your opinion about the upcoming tournament. I forgot about telling you that we have something new in the channel. We have a new Twitter account, Juan Golf Class, and also today is the first day we are streaming on Periscope as well. So now the streamings can be watched on YouTube, Twitch, Mothgrass, and also on Periscope. So I think it's a good news, and we are in more places now to stream and to share our videos. So let's go for the tours involved. As you can see, in order to practice the next tournament, we will be able to play, or we will need to play at least, I don't know how many, for the Namhae Cliffs holes. We will be able to practice them on Tour 5 and Tour 8, and Asia Pacific Pro Tour 8, and also in both World Links courses, so Tour 5 and also Tour 10. The Gokasho Bay holes can be found in the Asia Pacific Pro only, so it's only Tour 8, and apparently they will not be available on Tour 3. And the Oasis holes will be available on Tours 4 and Tour 9. So for rookies, it will not be possible to make practice for every hole if you are playing tours below Tour 7, sorry. So the prices are the same, nothing new here. Same balls, banners, and cards for every division, so nothing new. And let's start with the holes. I think it will be very interesting. Thanks a lot to golfclassnotebook.io for the pictures of the holes. And let's go for hole number 1. This is hole number 1 in the upcoming tournament. As you can see, it's a very classic hole from Namhae cliffs, and it can be played in 2 different ways, with some tailwind and the proper ball. We can go straight with the yellow line. It's a risky shot because we need to hit it perfect, especially if we are hitting from the second and the third tee. But with some tailwind, we can try to go for the green with the first shot from for a putt for eagle. This is a par 4. Depending on the wind, we also be able to play to the right side with a wide line and try to have a short iron for the green. Depending on the wind, this hole can also be played with a power hook and landscape mode, while going to the right side and then going into the green and try to get the green with one shot only. So very interesting hole, and again it will depend a lot on the wind. Forgot about say hello to my friend Sabir from Golf Class India. Thanks a lot for watching. I've been watching your stream this afternoon. Thanks a lot Bill as well for being here, and thanks a lot Golf Class Blue Dog for being in the stream live. So let's go for hole number 2. This is hole number 2. This is a Gokasho Bay hole. This is a par 5 hole. Very interesting hole, and again, depending on the wind, the hole changes a lot. If we have a tailwind, even with from the third tee from Masters, we will be able to reach with a snow globe or even a berserker ball the third fairway. This one can be reached with tailwind. The usual way to play this one is try to play it with the black line. Try to go right, bounce, and then get the second fairway very close to the distance to have probably a long iron in order to make the rough bump and go for the albatross. So this is an albatross hole if it's played properly, and probably the eagle should be the standard score. So as Golf Class as Slayer fan says, rough bump. This is the way to play it, and let's see if they make some redesigns to the hole in order to make the rough bump more difficult. Hello Honey Badger, thanks a lot for watching. So this is hole number 2. Interesting hole, and let's go for hole number 3. This is hole number 3. If we take a look at the picture with the 9 holes in the tournament announcement, I'm not 100% sure that this is the hole, but it's the more similar hole in Gokasho Bay. Maybe it could be also a new hole, but I think it will be one of the classic holes. The way that I like to play this one from the first and also from the second tee is the black line. We can use a long iron with no backspin, no topspin, get the right place to bounce and go for the green. Depending on the wind, we can also be playing with the yellow and also with the white line. And especially from the 30, this is not an easy hole for the hole-in-one. So this is a par 3 and an interesting hole. The hole-in-one can be done, but it's not an easy one. So this is hole number 3. So let's go for the next one, hole number 4. And what I said to myself is, when I saw this hole, is if we have tailwind, smash it. This is a really interesting hole. Big distances can be done with tailwind, especially because we have this island on the right side, and what I would like to do is use the black line. This also can even be played with a big topper driver, and also with your standard driver, in order to try to go for the green with only one shot and try to go for an easy path for the albatross. James, I think that is correct, hole 3. Thanks a lot. Owen Clifford is in the house. Thanks a lot for being here. So this is a distance record hole for your drivers, guys. So let's see if we have some tailwind. If we have a headwind and we don't have the proper clubs and the proper ball, we can try to go to play this one to the left side. Very important to make distance. If we go with a wide line to the left side, and at least a tighten ball from the second tee will probably be needed if we have headwind. So interesting hole, classic hole. Smash it if you can. If you have the ball, if you have the wind, go for it. Go for it. Thanks a lot, Matt, for being here. If you have any questions regarding holes, you can make a comment in the chat. So thanks a lot. So let's go for hole number 5. Hole number 5. I would say this is a short par 3. Even from the 30, this is a short one. From the first tee, this hole is played with a short iron. With the second tee is played with a long iron, and probably from the 30 is played with a wood. So no driver probably on this particular hole, and it's very important to get to make some practice and to know the exact amount of backspin you need to use to be close to the pin. If we use too much, if we have the wrong backspin and not enough backspin, the ball will roll a lot farther, and we will have a difficult path for birdie. If we are short, we can hit the rough. So the thing is, practice this hole if you can. Use your Monday qualifier in order to know the exact amount of backspin to use. And this is a difficult shot to make the hole in one, because the green is very bumpy, but we will have a chance to make the hole in one on this one. Thanks a lot, Jared, as well for being here. We are making the walkthrough for the Club Oceania Tournament. So hole number 5. Let's go for hole number 6. And this is a very interesting hole. The bad thing about this one, especially for people playing expert and master, is that this is a win lottery hole. We know that just 2 tournaments ago, if we don't have the right amount of tailwind, we can go into the water hazard, and if we have the right amount of tailwind, we can reach the green or even the fringe with a good shot to have an easy chip or putt for the eagle. The other way to play this one is try to use one of the left or the side or the right fairways, and try to go for an short iron shot. And if you play to the right fairway, a good chance to make it is try to go for the dunk. Sabir probably in the chat can explain us how to make the perfect dunks there, but is one of the best ways to try to make the eagle from the right fairway. So this is a par 4 and very interesting hole, a nice hole, but it will depend on the wind a lot what we can do there. And it's the lobster hole, as Freddy says in the chat. Hole number 7. Well, for me this is the toughest par 3 hole in this tournament in Club Oceania. This is a very difficult hole. As far as I remember, I went into the water hazard in one of my rounds playing Masters in the last tournament, playing Expert or Masters. And let's see the wind what we have. What I usually do is try to use a club with some backspin. For instance, the Thorns Hammer. If you are playing Masters, you can also play with the Guardian. Use the last patch of fairway you have before the green and try to make a safe shot. For me, it's quite difficult to make the hole-in-one on this one, and what I would say is take your birdie if you can and go for the next hole. Bill, Tommy had good luck with the rough bump from the right side last time. Yes, on this particular hole we can try to go also for the rough bump. So you will need probably a short iron with the right amount of topspin, and you can also go for the rough bump on this one. So we were talking about hole number 7, tough par 3 hole, and a birdie is a really good score in my opinion on this particular hole. So let's go for hole number 8. This is also a Namhae Cliffs hole, and again the wind will be very important on this particular one. If we have the right ball, a power 4 or power 5 ball, depending on the tee we are playing, we can try to make a perfect shot and try to go directly into the green. It's a risky shot because we can hit the bunkers in the right side of these fairways on the left side. We can even go into the water hazard if we hit it right a lot to the left. And the safe way to play this one is try to go to the right side with a wide line and have a second shot with your short iron to the green. I really like to play this one making a second bouncer into the pin. For me this is a very good chance not to go for the dunk, but normally it's easy to make the setup to go for the second bouncer for the pin. So interesting shot. This is I would say a short par 4, and it will probably be a very good chance as hole number 6 to make the eagle in this tournament. So we have seen 8 holes, as you can see, depending on the wind, but with normal winds, which would be with tailwind in 2-3 holes, in my opinion this will be a big scores tournament again. Thanks a lot to Boomer Hayo for being here as well in the stream live. Thanks a lot, buddy. And let's go for the last one. This is hole number 9. This is a par 5 again, and what I would say is if we have a tailwind, it will be a very interesting hole, because we will be able to try to go very close to the pin, probably with a wedge or even into the green if we have a big amount of a straight tailwind from the 30 especially. There is a way to play this one safe, which is try to go to the with the yellow line. The end of that fairway is very downhill, so we must be careful about the bounce, and probably using a little amount of topspin depending on the wind. We can put our ball at the end of that fairway, and from there it will be quite easy to reach with our wood for the green. It's easy to reach, but it's not easy to hold out. So hole number 9, let's see if we have some tailwind. And if we have something like sidewind or sidewind combined with tailwind, we can go with the white line, but this is a very downhill shot, so we need to take care about the over adjustment for our driver shot, because it is easy to be into the water hazard. And if we use too much topspin, we can also reach the bunkers with a very difficult shot for the pin. So if we have tailwind, we can try to make a good drive, try to go probably with our driver to this zone, and from there try to make a short iron or a wedge shot for the pin. And if you want to play this one safe, but what I would say is in a tournament we need to have a chance for the albatross, but if we don't have the right wind, we can try to play this one right with the yellow line and have an easy shot for the green, not for the pin, for the green, and try to make a safe eagle on this one. Yes, David, tough hole, play right, and you have to sneak a little patch in the fairway, play left, and might have a sandwich or bounce off the island. So agree, but I think that if we play to the right side properly, it should be an eagle in 90%. And James says tailwind drive over sand. So let's see. I think probably we will have tailwind in 2 or 3 holes, and I don't know really if hole number 9 will be a tailwind hole. If we take as reference the last tournaments, we usually have tailwind on hole number 8, but it's usual to have a tough wind on hole number 9. So I would say we will not have tailwind on this one. Interesting tournament, and I think we will be having tailwind in some of the holes, but not on everyone. Probably hole number 5. Hole number 4 will be a tailwind hole. Probably hole number 6 will be a tailwind hole, but probably hole number 9 will be a sidewind hole probably. About hole number 9, golf class as Slayer fan, tailwind, Fan and James, turbo ball to the green. Yes, but it's a risky shot because we have lots of water around. And Bill says on hole number 9, going left is a good time to have a tsunami. I really agree with you, Bill, because on this particular green is not easy to stop the ball, and there is a a high possibility of reaching the rough after the green if we don't make the proper shot. So that's all, guys. Club Oceania Tournament. Really looking forward to play this tournament the next week. This week I will be making some streams with practice for the tournament. It's not easy. It's not easy to set up a stream in order to practice, because as you can see, we will need to play tours 8, 9 and 7 as well. No 7, but 8 and 9 in order to play all the holes. And for rookies, the thing is that rookies only can play the Namhae cliff holes on tour 5, and we will not be able to play friendlies to practice this particular tournament. Thanks a lot, Fatih. Hello. Thanks a lot for your kind words. So guys, that's all. We have a new tournament the next week. Stay connected for the next streamings this week, preparing the tournament. And if you have any question, if you have any message, you can subscribe to the channel. You can follow and like the Juan Golf Class page on Facebook, and you can also leave a message in the comment section of the video, even if you are watching it after today. So guys, thanks a lot for being there, and I will see you this week for some practice for the Club Oceania Tournament. Thanks a lot, buddies, and have a nice day. Bye bye.